Chris Watts was born on the 16th of May, 1985 in Fayetteville, North Carolina. He was raised by his mother Cindy and father Ronnie Watts. After completing his high school education in North Carolina, Watts worked in various jobs. In 2010, he met Shanann Watts and married soon after. The couple had 2 young daughters, Bella and Celeste. Watts was generally seen as a careful and harmonious person by the people around him. However, throughout their marriage, they experienced financial problems, family conflicts, and communication problems. Watts's financial difficulties are thought to have increased the stress on his family. It has also been speculated that Watts's wife being pregnant and changes in family dynamics may have been one of the reasons behind the murders. Following the murders, Watts's admission of guilt and his attempts to hide the bodies emerged as important details of the case. Watts had initially lied about his family's disappearance and tried to exonerate himself. However, he later pleaded guilty and revealed details of the murders. It was stated that Watts killed his wife by strangling her and his children by suffocating them.
Right now it's got K9 units, the sheriff's department. Everybody's like they're doing their best right now to figure out like if they can get a scent, see where they went. If they went on foot, they went in a car, or they went somewhere. And right now it's just like they've been on point. They're going through the house trying to get a scent, and hopefully they can pick something up to where it's going to lead to something.
Watts's case has led to intense speculation about the motives for the murders and the details of the crime. Watts's psychological profile has aroused great interest in how he decided and executed the murders in his mind. At the same time, there has been greater awareness of the effects of domestic violence, murder, and crime in society, and increased efforts to prevent such incidents. Watts lived in Colorado, where he worked for an oil company. He and his wife, Shanann, were married in 2012. Watts also frequently posted on social media with their family, including the couple's 2 children, throughout their marriage. The family was displaying a happy image on social media. However, on the 13th of August 2018, Chris Watts contacted the authorities with concerns about the loss of his wife Shanann and 2 daughters. Searches and investigations following the incident concluded that Watts had killed his wife and children. Initially, Watts claimed he had abandoned his wife and left the house, but later pleaded guilty. Even more chilling was the revelation of the motives behind the murders. In his statement to the police, Watts admitted that his wife was pregnant and that he was having an affair with another woman. To avoid attracting suspicion, he admitted to killing his wife and children. Watts faced murder charges in 2018 and eventually pleaded guilty. In court, he was found guilty of murdering his wife and 2 children and sentenced to life in prison. Watts received public outcry for these brutal murders, and the case received widespread media coverage. Watts's case attracted a great deal of attention due to the details and motives of the murders. His suspicious behavior showed that the murders were planned and carried out in cold blood. In particular, the discovery of their children's bodies in a discarded oil field and the revelation of the motives behind the murder caused great public outrage. Information about Watts' private life was also revealed during the trial. It turned out, factors such as problems in the couple's marriage, financial difficulties, domestic conflicts, and the fact that his wife was pregnant were thought to be the reasons behind the murders. It was revealed that Watts made plans to hide the bodies of his wife and children after killing them and tried to conceal the crime. Chris Watts's case caused great outrage in the community and was followed intensively by people. The fact that Watts first lost his family and then admitted his guilt caused great shock and anger in the public. The reasons for the murders, how they occurred in Watts's mind, and the process of the murders were widely discussed in the media and legal circles. As the trial of Chris Watts continued, it had a major impact on the media, the public, and the legal system. Watts's guilty plea and life sentence deepened the impact of the murders on his family, friends, and community. Watts's family was deeply traumatized by the aftermath and struggled to understand the reasons behind it. However, Watts's case has also sparked controversy. Some tried to understand the reasons for the murders and to better understand Watts's crime, but others considered Watts's actions unforgivable and reprehensible. In the aftermath of the incident, there has been greater awareness of domestic violence, homicide, and the effects of crime on society. The case of Chris Watts is complex in many ways. While Watts's motives for killing his wife and 2 children are still not fully understood, the complex dynamics behind the murders and the repercussions of Watts's actions remain a widely debated topic in society. In conclusion, Chris Watts is an American criminal and murder suspect. In 2018, he admitted to killing his wife Shanann Watts and their 2 children and was sentenced to life in prison. Watts's case has received widespread attention due to the reasons for the murders, the impact of the crime on society, and the controversy surrounding the case, and still attracts the attention of many people. Watts's personal life, marriage, children, and the dynamics behind the murders add to the complexity of the case.